Orchard. There's a lot going on, but first we're gonna start off with the Simone Biles withdrawal
The
for the
Joe Rogan
Olympics from Joe Rogan Experience.
That girl, that amazing gymnast who everybody's shitting on.
Simone Biles.
Yeah, because she just bailed on the Olympics. She's like, I can't take it anymore. I was just reading that she regularly takes ADHD medication. And they said that she can no longer take it because in Japan, you can't take this stuff. She takes Ritalin. Find out if this is true. Because if that is the case, they said that during the last Olympics, I guess 2016, she took this stuff and she won a bunch of gold medals.
Yeah.
And now, because she's regularly on this.
Right.
This is her medication.
And so they're saying she can't because
Japan is, it's illegal to take whether it's Adderall or Ritalin. I think it's illegal to take those in Japan. This is what I was reading
weird
today.
how cultures have their different.
Yeah.
I mean, you could like buy panties in a vending machine, but you can't take Ritalin.
Well, I think they're very sensitive to amphetamines because amphetamines and methamphetamines were the reason why the kamikazes were willing to fucking fly their planes right into boats. Like, fucking gritting their teeth the whole way.
Yeah.
Boom.
What?
That's why Lexus probably does so well, because if like you mess up at the factory, you have to like walk off a plank because of honor.
Wait, this conversation is awesome, dude. What the fuck? What? First of all, is that even real? Like, what the fuck? It's like a prescribed medication. I didn't realize you're like, hey, sorry, dude. Dude, Japan is so weird. Oh my God. I'm sorry. Japan is so fucking strange. They're just like, yeah, you can't take the medication. Sorry. And Nazis took it too, but like, you know, the American armies used speed in the past and shit. Like, it doesn't fucking matter. Every army around the world has always used like some form of like meth or amphetamines in general. I don't think that's the reason why Japan has decided to fucking, you know. Don't make fun of them. Kamikaze were neurodivergent. Shut up.
They're in honor.
Really?
Well, I don't know if that's true, but it was,
They don't fuck. I've had three
I would be
Lexuses in my
surprised.
life. They never break.
they're so good.
They're so good.
I had
They're the best cars.
So this is from the last Olympics.
Okay, Simone
Brazil.
Biles addresses leaked medical records and ADHD misconceptions. U.S. gymnast superstar Simone Biles.
Wait, it says, do not bring these medications into Japan. If you do, you will be arrested. Thank you, Blue Ocean Event, for the 50 gifted subs. Holy shit. It's illegal to bring any dexamphetamine, okay? But the alternatives are Ritalin, Concerta, Vyvanse. Ritalin, Concerta contain methylphenidate, which means they were classified as a psychotropic medicine. If you intend to bring more than 2.16 G, you will need to apply for a Yukon Shomei. Vyvanse classifies as a general prescription medicine, and you will need to apply for a Yukon Shumei if you bring more than a month's supply. Okay, so what the fuck? They're not saying that, like, they'll arrest you. A lot of ADHD medicines are banned in Japan because of World War II. There was a huge Adderall addiction problem in Japan after World War II because soldiers were providing it. Oh, shit. Damn, bro. Chat, you were wrong. Joe Rogan was kind of right, dude. What the fuck? God damn, chat. Yeah, guess what? The fucking ape was right, dude. No, you will be arrested if you bring it without getting a additional certification from the government.
Biles was in a different kind of spotlight Tuesday after Russian hackers circulated confidential medical reports in the World Anti-Doping Agency database that showed her use of methylphenidate, a stimulant used to treat ADHD. Biles, 19, was forced to publicly address her ADHD and her approval of the use of medication after a leak. I have ADHD and I've taken medicine for it since I was a kid. Please know I believe in a clean sport. I've always followed the rules. Will continue to do so as far as play is critical to as fair play is critical to sport and is very important to me. So she's been on this medication for a long time, but see if you can find that an article that says she was not allowed to take this ADHD medication in Japan. Because that's what they were saying. They were saying that during this Olympics, they told her she has to get off of it. If that's the case, that would greatly contribute to her anxiety and her
He's not wrong.
her mental problems that she's having. Imagine if you're on a medication for last at least 5 years, right? She's been on since 2016, and then all of a sudden they tell you can't be on it anymore, and you have to compete in the Olympics.
Yeah.
And you're used to being on this medication.
Yeah, no,
fuck?
that'll cause you some strife. But this could be fishy. Like they're saying they treat it for ADHD, but what if this is like a drug that makes them like super focused?
Well, it does make you super focused.
Super focused.
I'm sure it does.
So
I mean, that's
yeah.
why they say pitchers can't take it.
Right.
Like pitchers want to take Adderall.
Right.
Yeah.
And pitchers used to take greenies, which were
Right.
basically like
Right.
some sort of
Amphetamines. Yeah.
So this could be a similar kind of scandal where the Russian hackers, freaking Russians, the Russians and the Chinese are just like, they're beating us on the online, dude. They're like Iago and Othello, and they're just kind of manipulating us and hacking our shit. But I think about it, it's like Yanis and what's his name from Slovenia is like the best. Everything is like the rest of the world is beating us. And everything. Like, look now, like our gymnasts are retiring because they're sad.
I don't see. This is what everybody's saying about that girl. I think a thing about that girl is her ADHD medication.
The deepest I could find was people discussing that in that. So then I outside looked up Ritalin in Japan. Turns up that currently the only drug used to treat ADHD that is legal in Japan is called Concerta. While Ritalin is available in Japan to treat sleep disorders, it's not prescribed for ADHD.
Imagine they giving you speed for sleep disorders.
Yeah.
What?
But it's not illegal though, right? Ritalin.
It says then going into it says you maybe could get it. It's very hard to get, and then she could be not on it because it was hard for her to get a TUE because Japan rules trump Olympic rules or something.
I think that's what's going on. If you go to, I believe it was Chris Bell's Instagram page.
Oh, I saw him tweet it, but
I think you go to Big Strong Fast. He on Instagram. I think Chris Bell covered it and he's discussing what exactly is happening with that girl. So that's something that people needed to take it. So many people are shitting on her online and calling her a coward. It's disgusting. Like you have
Fucking told you, dude. I fucking told you Joe Rogan would have a good take on this. I told you Joe Rogan would have a good take on this. There's no shot. He fucking deals with athletes on a daily basis. There's no fucking way he was going to be like, yeah, she fucking sucks.
no idea what's going on in her head. Are you she's supposed to play when she's suicidal? Is she supposed to play when she's freaking out? Is she supposed to do gymnastics when she's literally losing her mind? Like when people get off prescription drugs, like Jordan Peterson was fucked up for a whole year when he was trying to get off benzodiazepine. I mean, I don't know what it's like to get off Ritalin, but I would imagine it's not fun.
Right. Yeah, it's withdrawal. Yeah. And
who knows?
The stuff that girl has done. I mean, she's the GOAT by a lot. I mean, she does stuff that's like superhuman.
Here it goes. Simone Biles ADHD meds among common drugs banned from Olympics. So Simone Biles has revealed that she has ADHD and takes Ritalin for it. Correction, it was first told Adderall in the articles, looked it up. It's Ritalin. Very similar. He says, sorry. She received a therapeutic use exemption for it in 2016 and took home 4 gold medals in Rio. Fast forward to Tokyo 2020, and Ritalin and Adderall is 100% illegal in Japan under all circumstances, including therapeutic use. It is unfortunate because I'm sure we'd love to see her compete, but it makes sense that she couldn't focus. That does make sense. See, now, why are we not hearing this? Why am I getting this only from Chris Bell, who, by the way...
What is it? Everybody is literally Republicans only? I mean, yeah, exactly. But that's a bit of a self-report. And the reason why that's a bit of a self-report is because everybody he knows is Republican. That's why. That's the reason.
made an incredible documentary, Bigger, Stronger, Faster, which is a documentary on steroids, and then another documentary, Prescription Thugs, which is about prescription medication. Great. He does great shit.
So I guess at this point it's either that's true or what Jamie pulled up before is true. Like, we're not sure, because Jamie's saying the article he wrote is that it's not illegal. It's
I
just
bet
they
it
don't use
might be illegal for competition.
Right.
It might be illegal as a therapeutic use exemption. You might not be able to get one of those. in
Right.
Whatever Chris is saying. But it's a complicated story. It's not. I mean, this she won 4 gold medals in Rio. What do you?
She's
it's not
the
like she's not a chicken.
She's the best of all time by all people's accounts.
Aren't they
Yeah.
changing rules because she can do
Yes.
shit that other people can't do?
Yeah, she's insane.
Right?
Yeah, she like flies through the air. It's incredible.
Yeah, there was a video that was describing how they're literally like altering the rules to make what she does less impressive,
Right.
or less scores less, whatever.
Right.
I don't follow gymnastics. I don't know what's going on.
I mean, most people don't until the Olympics. I mean,
Right.
That's the thing about Olympic sports. Like, these people, that must be a weird come down. Like, you know, the whole world's watching, and then you got to go back to working at.
By the way, the kamikaze thing is true. Most pilots in World War II on all sides were also on some form of amphetamines. Japanese kamikaze pilots primed with the stimulant Philippon were high on a form of methamphetamine during their suicide missions. Yeah, everyone fucking did that. I already mentioned that. But I guess it was because people were just like, people were just literally fucking selling it on the streets post World War II. Upper speed or group of synthetic drugs produced entirely in the laboratory. Drug to inspire the fighting spirits called Senryoku Zokyo Zai. Although soldiers from many countries returned home from the war with amphetamine habits, the problem was the most severe in Japan, which experienced the first drug epidemic in the history of the country. There you go. Many soldiers and factory workers who had become hooked on the speed during the war continued to consume it into the post-war years, when it was easy to get the drug because the Imperial Army's post-war surplus was dumped in the domestic market. The stockpiles of the drug then brought about other dramatic changes in Japanese society, like running an ad break at the top of the hour for 60 seconds. That's crazy. I can't believe they wrote that. But one way to stop the ad break, at least, or enjoy an ad-free broadcasting experience, was by subscribing. Even back then, you know, you could do that for $5, or you could do that for free with a Twitch Prime. That's crazy. They didn't write that. They did write that in the chat. They wrote that in the chat. That's what it said. You can use an ad blocker or a VPN as well to avoid the ads. That's wild. Okay. So here's the ad break now. Okay. So Joe Rogan was right.
Panera Bread. That's weird.
Yeah.
You're just a swimmer or like a shot put guy.
Uh-huh.
You win a gold, and then you're just back to handing out buzzers.
How much money do you make for a shot put?
I don't think they make anything from the Olympics.
You win the Olympics, and then what? You just teach shot put to people that also can't make money? Catch new episodes.
That was a fun